in APU, we tend to see a lot of, friends grouping up and going on holidays together because, for one, financially it makes a lot more sense. Two, it's better to go out, with friends. Have you guys had any girls trips? Have you gone anywhere crazy?
Ooh, crazy.
Crazy. I don't know.
I mean,
Sally?
us in USJ was crazy. We were, like me, Anya and Erin had taken a trip to Osaka with some of our other friends, and it was just a blast. It's the first time I had really traveled around Japan, so that was really amazing. And we got to go to Universal Studios. We also went to Kyoto as well, and I think you guys went to Kobe, but I was not there.
I guess for me and maybe for you guys as well, like that we really had like a trip that we planned ourselves, that we did ourselves without like parental supervision or family, so it's like there's a lot that we learned while doing it.
That's
It's a lot. And Sally does have some very funny and maybe less traumatizing stories from taking the ferry, because we took the ferry. There's a ferry from Beppu to Osaka. So we booked the hotel itinerary and everything. So that was an experience.
I wasn't on that trip.
Yeah.
Right.
You have traveled before though.
Oh, yeah. But also, like, when I did come here, we went to Fukuoka, you, me, and a couple other friends, We took the bus there, though, and I get really car sick, so that wasn't that great. But it was really fun, though. And I've been to Osaka with another friend, so I know the USJ experience. It's definitely go, 100%.
So to wrap it up, I just want to ask you guys, do you have any advice that you would give on making friends and, striving for that work-friendship balance? What advice do you have that you could give out to any first years?
You really have to make your own enjoyment. And what I mean is, like, you can't wait around for it to hit you or for someone to invite you along or someone to make something for you. You have to be the one that takes initiative. Because I remember during first year, I didn't know anybody and I didn't know what I should do in order to make friends, really. It was kind of difficult at first, but I had to take my own initiative. I joined things, I went out, see people, or I'm the one that proposed to meet up somewhere, those kinds of things. It may seem daunting if you're not that kind of person, but I think it's really necessary in order to actually have fun.
Oh yeah, definitely like Erin said, you need to go out of your social bubble. Like, I feel like if you just stay in your own space, you start to get up all in your head, and then kind of it makes you anxious and worried. Like, am I gonna meet people? Like, will anyone want to talk to me? You can't do that. You have to just even just a little bit, go next door to your neighbor. Like, hey, do you want to hang out, or do you want to talk, or just introduce yourself? The simple things, it'll help a lot. You can form lots of friendships, or sit next to people in classes. Don't sit alone or in the back. Just try talking to people. Even if it's just saying hi to them, it'll be good for you.
Also, don't forget to prioritize yourself. Sometimes I think it's very easy to get all lost in I have to meet so and so, and then before you realize that your schedule's really full of meeting people. And for some people, regardless whether or not you're introvert and extrovert, it's very important to be able to have time for yourself and also self-reflect on your relationships in university as well, to realize if it's something healthy, if it's something that you should limit, or if maybe you have people that you would want to reach out a bit more, maybe you should try to hang out with them more. But most importantly, just take the time to be with yourself sometimes, because that's also something that's very important.
Something I can say that I struggled with initially was, I think, just having the confidence to go out there and be myself and meet people. I was scared. I was like, oh my God, will people want to talk to me? Will people want to interact with me? And I feel like everyone goes through that, especially if you're in an international university. But then you come to quickly realize it's because of how international it is. It's the best place to make friends, because people will try not to really judge you based on where you're coming from. They're trying to find commonality with you. And so I think you really form connections that you don't expect, but you have to open yourself up to that, and you have to be a little bit self-confident and just be it's okay, I'm enough, and I will make friends, and I will meet people, and I will, form healthy relationships. And then also for freshmen, as you're going into your university life, forming relationships becomes a very significant part of it. And just know, if you want a healthy work and friendship balance, don't be in toxic relationships. Be in healthy relationships. So if something is hurting you, make sure to know that you need to establish a limit to that person and tell them, hey, listen, you're not good for me. This is hurting me. I need to also take care of myself and my priorities, right? Because you came to university for a reason.
That is such amazing advice. Thank you so much. And yeah, that about concludes our interview for today. Thank you so much for giving us your time, and hopefully we'll see you again on our channel.
Yes.
For agreeing to do this as well. I appreciate